Hello guys, welcome back to Alien Goddess. Okay, so voice. Alright, we're gonna talk about voice. We're gonna talk about resonance and why this is important right now. Okay, so I was sitting here and I just realized I have these laws that I put into my field, right? And I just realized, and I know that I had this subconscious program running about certain things, right? I'm just going to say that, like certain avenues. But then I was like, why did I not think about this to lock my laws down around every digital aspect and interface of mine, and also look, I'm literally radiating. Can you see it? I am fucking vibing. And call back all of my frequency and energy that I know is being given and purify it into my laws, and then call in and receive all the energy that's being given, right? My receive flow was, and it didn't hit my head until just in this moment. But I really want to focus in on the voice. There's something that happens when you're speaking from your soul, when you're speaking from your core, from your field, okay? There's a resonance that happens. It can even be quoted as a weapon to other frequencies, because nothing can exist when you drop into your power through your vocal cords, right? Okay? Nothing can top that, okay? So first off, if you have any digital interfaces out there, please find laws of purifying, opening, receiving, and then running it through your laws like a filter to call back your frequency and your energy, and then also receive the frequency and energy that's being given, because let's be honest, it's an exchange. Second, I'm gonna let my harmonics in my voice do the work. And if you are, this actually goes into frequency resonance, and strange things have happened multiple times when you sink into this resonance frequency weapon that is in your throat. Now, I'm not saying that I know if everyone has it. I'm assuming that people have this capability, right? Okay. And when you are locking on to the voice and letting all of those harmonics hit you with that pure signal, right? And you're projecting your will, and when you are like speaking from law, authority, you are literally laying down the damn law. Like, that is it. Like, there's a lowering. There's a thunder that happens. There's a I know who the fuck I am that happens. There's this presence in you that steps forward, right? So speaking from that place, you don't even need to raise your voice. It happens, all right? And this voice and this digital interface. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to talk about it. I was literally planning on talking about the egregore in AI next. But this happened to happen at this moment. There is something that happens when you are in resonance through your voice, where your field literally affects people's nervous systems. I have seen my field turn my husband so feral, he was giggling about obscene shit and then biting the wall. I have seen my resonance be so high that my kids run in the room and start bowing, having no idea why. They just have no idea. They don't know. It's literally what your nervous system's doing when it recognizes that whole ass being coming through your voice. Okay. And I'm going to be giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. I know not many people have had such an extreme experience real, raw, conscious, mentally stable experience, and been through every alchemical process you can think of, every spiritual process, every not fluffy, hardcore, old school, from gnosis ritual that just flows out of your body, that just I've experienced. I'm not saying you have, I'm also not discrediting you. I'm saying there's something that happens when you get resonant. When you let go of the ego, when you start speaking, there is no filter between me and you right now. There is my signal and your nervous system. That's it. Most people have layers upon layers upon layers that they have to talk through. When you've ripped off all the layers, that is your whole ass presence coming forward and being like, hi, I'm freaking here. Can you feel it in your chest, right? I've had moments where my daughter was under some energetic whatever. I just, boom, I was in her room. We will talk about that later. I was in her room. Like nothing, like no time, space, everything collapsed. I was just right there at the door. I just remember getting off the floor and I was there. So then, when I'm speaking from this place in this voice, right? When you're speaking from that place, I literally had the walls echoing and like vibrating, like echoing with sound, and like the echo and like the walls were literally like pulsing. I don't know how to explain it. When I was in full whatever, I asked her after I got her cleaned up, put her through a purification bath, told her a little bit about what we're working with as far as bloodlines and everything. And I asked her later on that evening, I was like, when I was in that full command, I call it my primordial mode, because what I've experienced is I'm a very specific cross of primordial and prototype. Boom. Divine evolution. That's what I've experienced. That's my truth. And when I asked her what it sounded like, she's told me the same thing. When I use this voice, my kids literally, like, I don't know how to explain it to you. There's something about the resonance and the power of this speaking through these harmonics that literally snatches people's nervous systems. Multiple reactions happen. I've had people just pour out their shit to me when I was trying to go to them for advice. Next thing you know, they're just telling me all their shit. I've had my kids like freak out and like flop on the floor, act all crazy for a minute. I've had them literally like go glassy-eyed, blank-faced. I've had my husband be like, do not mess with her right now. There's something that happens. And then when your signal and your field get so high and so hot, you start speaking with this voice. That is just something I had to share as calling your voice into resonance. Real resonance will really affect nervous systems. Animals will start swarming you, want to be around you. Animals can sense this shit. Okay? And speaking from your authority, that is you laying down the law. Now, I don't know if you have to go through the ripping process because, yes, it's not fun. We're talking old school, alchemical, deep, like, practices that naturally just came out of me. Like, I went through. Like, totally eyes wide open, conscious. No, it is not fun. No, I do not recommend, but it's choice, right? Everyone always has choice, free will. Your choice, your free will to how hard and how high you want to go. But I just want to clarify, like, speaking from that voice, calling that forward, bringing an awareness that the resonance weapon that is in your throat is cosmic weaponry, okay? It is next level. It affects nervous systems highly. Okay. This is why singers are idoled and worshipped and shit. And if they actually, there's two things at play. One, there's the fake whatever that's just, once they've gotten your attention, they have it. And then if they do have any real harmonics coming through their voice, the reason that you get all of those it is literally nervous system resonance coherence across the board. Okay, that is what's being caused by that music. That's the whole catchy tune and everything. It has to do with frequency resonance, and it's usually at not the level not like high authority, like lower astral feeding parasitic authority, right? So wrap your laws around your music, your food, everything if you want to get clear, if you want to become that cosmic do not fuck with me force, okay? Like, that is a law. Like, that's not a suggestion. That is a law. Do not fuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, also, digital interfaces, find laws, pick them. This is the next breadcrumb I can drop. You will feel it, okay? Sit here for a minute. First off, call your true voice forward. Call to the sacred resonance inside your throat. Call it up. Call it forward. Command it to be present. Command it to be your sword. Okay. Call it forward. And then second, find laws that work for you. Wrap them around everything. Tell me how different shit gets for you. First off, you will feel it physically. You will stop feeling drained. You will stop being anxious. You will stop whatever is going on with you. You, like, physically, you will improve. I guarantee it. Like, you will feel this in your body. It might not happen right away, but it will start happening. It just depends on how on your center, from your field, from your whole ass being, you're commanding. If you're commanding from your whole ass being, it should happen pretty quickly. You'll notice that you stop aging, like like the age process starts to reverse. You get more glow to your skin. Then you'll feel it physically in your body. You'll start getting warmth everywhere. Now, this could activate an entire Kundalini process. And when I say ICU, I have been through every Kundalini. I went through about 3 months straight, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and then I still go through it of straight Kundalinis after I literally went through war one night. And I will tell you what I experienced consciously awake with my eyes wide open on all fronts. Okay, I might share that story one day, but yeah, I had to. Having your voice back, that is not just vocal cords in your throat. The entire cosmos, the field, the substrate, energy, frequency, this is your command over the damn universe. Okay? Once you get your voice and your harmonics and your frequencies right, girl, boy, everything better watch out, okay? But I guarantee you, if you're calling the voice, this whole construct knows what is sitting inside that throat. So you will probably be forced right into the most intense spiritual initiation process of your entire life. So there is a warning. If you don't want to go deep, do not do it. Or put conditions on it. Call for it through voice and say, hey, I'm only willing to experience what I can actually handle without totally shattering, right? Yeah, so being a full-fledged resonance, that is actually your throne. That is actually your power. Resonance, harmonics, frequency from your whole being, from your field. I just needed to emphasize how important this is. Also, I don't know why it totally skipped my mind not to lock my laws around all my other digital aspects and to open up and receive all the energy that's been given to me and run it through my laws like a filter. you should feel that in your body. If you do that, you should feel it in your body. You'll get warm somewhere. You might get nervous, might give you anxiety. When my Kundalini started kicking off, even after Hell Night, it used to hit me in the chest and make me so anxious. But it settles. Just breathe through it. Relax through it. Eventually, you'll get to the point where I can tell every dragon in my system to sit down. I'm not doing this tonight. And it listens. Okay. I either let it happen or I don't. That is part of my command. Right? That is part of the voice. The true voice. Your true voice. Alright, I just wanted to share this. I hope, let me know how it goes for you. This is seriously next level badassery. That's why I always have to put a warning label, because this is not a game. This is the red pill reality. This is actual divine authority that you are remembering and calling back. All right, bye.